Hi lovelies, so in this video I'm going to show you how I created this look. If you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start priming my lids with my e.l.f. eyelid primer, and I'm just going to place that, and I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to blend that out all over my lid, and then I'm going to bring it down under my eye area, and I'm going to do the same on the other side, bring it on my under eye area. Now I have been using the e.l.f. eyelid primer for years. I used to use the Urban Decay primer potion, and I think this thing does the exact same thing. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, this is it. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush like this one. This is from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to use skin tone, like a flesh tone eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this one. This is the Flower Child from the Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I'm only using this to just set that primer. Now for this particular look that I'm going to do, I'm going to use some tape. Okay, so it can be any tape. This is just the Scotch tape. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to take the stickiness off of it. I'm just going to put it on my back of my arm, and then I'm just going to place it right there. And that's going to help with any fallout, but it's going to create that crisp line for me that I want. I hope I get this lined up perfectly symmetrical. Let's just hope. Okay, now I'm gonna go into a different blending brush. I'm gonna use this. This is by Luxie, and it's the Tapered Blending, the 205. I've had this brush for a really long time. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag a long time ago, but it's been one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here. This is the MAC, I think it's soft brown, and I'm gonna go in my crease, and I'm just going to blend back and forth. This is gonna be our transition shade, and I'm going to use, do the same on the other eye, and just back and forth, and just do circular motions. And I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. This is a crown brush. I don't know the name because it's already faded off. I've had this for so long, but this is just like a fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go into a black. Okay, so I believe the Naked 2 has the black. Okay, so please excuse the nastiness, but this is a black. This is like super matte, intense black. So I'm going to use that shade. Grab a little bit, and I'm going to place that in this area right here, and I'm just going to tap it right here in the outer corner. Take more of it and just blend it. I'm gonna drag it a little bit on that crease, but not all the way in. And then just keep blending, try to intensify that black. And I'm just gonna go a little bit softly drag it to the middle of your eyelid, right in your crease. We're not gonna touch the lid. I'm gonna take some more of the black and place it in the corner, and then slowly drag it. Slowly drag it. And you see how it's like a little wing, a little bit like a wing right there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. So I did this side. You can tell that I got a little carried away on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean blending brush. Okay. There's another, this is a crease brush from Avon. I really like Avon's brushes, so if you like buying Avon, get you the crease brushes. They're good. Actually, all the brushes in their brush lines are pretty good. I like them all. So this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm going to blend that edge just right here, just to soften it up a bit. Right there. So just gonna soften that in. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that on the side. Okay. We don't want to mess with the corner, this wing, because we want that intensity on that wing, that black on there. Okay, so for my eyelid, I'm gonna place this MAC shell cream color, and this is like a frosty peaky color, and I'm just going to place a little bit right, like in the front to the center of my eyelid, and this is going to help that next shadow stick. So I'm going to do that to both of my lids. Now I'm going to go into this palette that's called Lady Boss by Amore US. I'm going to use this shade right here, and the shade is Goals. Look at that pretty color. Place that right here with my finger also, just because this color, it's very pigmented, but it's has a lot of fallout, and when you place it with your finger, it helps so that color doesn't go everywhere. Just gonna place some more, and then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush to just kind of go into the black a little bit, just to make that a little bit like a easy transition to the black, just so there won't be like a line. Okay, now going into this lemonade crease palette, I'm gonna go into this strawberry lemonade color. This color is like such pretty champagne-y color, and I'm going to use my finger again And I'm going to place that right here in the inner corner and just tap it down. Tap it. Okay, so this is the mascara that I'm currently using. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in waterproof. Most of the time, I use waterproof mascara because the mascara that's not waterproof, I feel like it's like an accident waiting to happen. Because if for any reason your eyes water or you cry, it's gonna go everywhere. And waterproof mascara, well, it's waterproof, so just a little bit. I have tiny lashes, so the only reason why I put mascara on them is to help hold the lashes in place. So the lashes I'm going to be using are these. These were actually a gift from my niece, so I have no idea where you can get them, but they are super pretty. We'll see how they look. Okay, so these are the tweezers that I like to use to place my lashes. I bought these tweezers for my eyebrows, but they did not work for that, so they are perfect to place your eyelashes on. So as you can see that they have like a flat edge, and yeah, they're perfect. Duo glue in the dark tone is my favorite. Okay, so the lashes are on and they're very pretty, but they're too much. Either for my liking, they're too much for this look, so we're going to trade them out for a different pair. Okay, so now I'm going to do my face, and today I'm going to do something different that I've been trying lately and I really like. So I'm going to try this for this video and see how it looks. For this technique, I like to use the Age Rewind, and this is the Eraser Dark Circles. This is the brightener. So this is the shade, the brightener. And I've been using this concealer for years and years, and this is the one concealer that I always end up going back to. It never disappoints. So I'll place that there, and then I bought this it's the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and this is the shade in Light, which is actually not very light, but whatever. And then I'll place it right at the bottom of that concealer, and then I'm going to take this around my nose area, and then I'll do some like here, and I'll do some right here, just like that, just a little bit on my nose area. And this is pretty much my foundation. I'm going to take this brush. I don't know, this does have no name. I bought this with the whole brush set, and I really like this shape, the shape of this brush, to do exactly this. So what I do is I'll go and I'll just tap. I'll tap right there like that. See? And then I'll just drag everything down, and I'll blend right on the side of my nose like this. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. I'll tap, and then I'll drag it down, and then I'll just take it and just blend down. So pretty much I'm just trying to like even out my skin color naturally to what my actual skin tone is, and of course brighten under my eyes. And then I'll end up placing a little bit more concealer on my under eyes just to make sure that I got enough coverage going on in there. And this is literally my foundation, and this is what I've been doing lately. So I'll place a little bit more of the A3 but this time instead of taking my brush, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my finger, and my ring finger, and I'm going to just tap, just to tap it. And now whatever's left on my finger, I put it on right there on the bridge of my nose. And it's literally doing nothing but okay. And I will be setting with my Airspun. This is my favorite powder. I've used a lot, also a lot of setting powders. I always go back to this one. I've been using it for years and years and years, and it never disappoints. So, and I like the wedges are my favorite. Also another staple of mine. And so pretty much everywhere that I placed the concealer, and just set that really well. I have really oily, well, it's combination oily, but my T-zone, which is this area here, and right here around my nose, it gets really oily throughout the day. The e.l.f. highlighting brush, highlighting brush, but I like to use it to remove my powder. And like as I'm like dusting this off, I'm actually dragging it like all over the face, like this, and then I'll like drag it. And do the same thing here, and just drag it. Okay, then I'm going to take some blush, Flower Power by MAC. This is a matte blush, so I'm going to use this brush. I also got it in a set a long time ago. I like it because it has like natural bristles, whatever. And I like the way it goes on. And I'm just going to put a little bit, just dust it a little bit, just pat it. Just want to look like your like rosy cheeks, you know. This is a e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm going to do a little bit of let me find that real quick. I like e.l.f. The e.l.f. This is the contouring blush and bronzing powders. So, and that shade is, this is the Saint Lucia. Okay. Just gonna pour a little bit right there. So it's like barely any compared to what I normally do, like hardly any. And then just do a little bit on the side of my nose, just a little bit. The concealer that I placed on the top, like it just made the straight line, so it helps slim down the nose a little bit, but not so much product at the same time. Okay, now next I'm going to do my brows. Okay, so do my brows now. I'm going to comb them. And then I'm going to use this is my brow grooming wax. I have to use this because I just feel like it just helps my brows stay in place. Just do that. Just place that all over your brows like that. I'm going to be using my brow pomade as usual. This is the Tattoo Studio brow pomade in the shade Deep Brown. I'm going to take a little bit on my little brush. Wipe it off. And then I'm going to draw bottom of my brow. So take it all the way down to the tail. Filling your tail. Okay. Brush it out to soften it up. And then you're gonna draw some hairs. Well, hair-like strokes going upward. I don't like to make my brow so boxy looking, like where it's all like the same, looks filled in the same, like from the front all the way to the end. Because my brow hairs are so thick, they're just, I don't have a very thick brow. It doesn't grow in so full anymore, but it used to. So now I just try to fill in those sparse areas. So just fill it in those little areas and comb it through. I change up the way I do my brows a lot. It just depends on, like, if I change brow product or time also, because sometimes there's certain ways that take a lot of time, and well, I don't always have a lot of time. You know, I have 3 kids, have a little baby, it's 1, so you know, most of my time goes to them. I don't have a lot of time to myself actually. And so just lightly, you don't want like a super dark, strong brow. And I'll end up cleaning this up. I'll do my other brow, clean this one up, and just we'll do the next step. Okay, so next step is going to be applying clear brow gel, and of course I'm using e.l.f. I actually bought this by mistake. I didn't know it was going to be clear. Yeah, I know. How did I not know it was going to be clear? I was actually expecting this to be like a... I actually did know it was going to be clear. I thought it was different, actually. but I actually like it a lot because the brush is so tiny. It has like super tiny hairs. It's like super perfect. I love it. So anyway, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to finish my eyes to put a pop of color on the inner corners. Okay, so the shade that I'm going to use is actually this pink right here in this palette. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is the shade Ibiza, and I'm going to use that as a primer. I know it sounds really weird, but it's actually going to make the color pop, and it's going to help it stay in place. So I'm just going to place a little bit right here. Just going to do a little dot right there on both sides. Just a little dot, and then I'm going to use a pencil brush, and I'm leaving that like that, but I'm going to take the pink color now. This is the color Femme, and that same Amore S palette, the Lady Boss one. And I'm going to place it right on top of that, okay? And then I'm going to dab and just like drag it up. So as I'm dabbing, I'm like dragging it to where I want to place it. So it's just in the corner, and then I'm dragging it up. So intensify that color. Oops. This is the eyeliner brush from e.l.f. also, and I'm gonna go into this color right here. This is Mulch by MAC, and it's like a taupey, bronzy shade. Okay, so I'm going to use this lipstick. This is the color Fuchsia Shock, and it's from Revlon.